All right, what is XRP doing, guys? All right, so we did pull down. We had the daily here that we wound up getting a high of $2.18 with a low of $1.99. So we didn't push down as far as I was looking for us to hit. I'm still looking for a reject and a push back down. We've created that new daily candle, even though it is currently still another 45 minutes till we get to the third, but we've already got that third candle. And it's already created a high of almost $2.19 with a low of $2.14. So we got this order block right here that we have come up and we have touched. So instead of coming down touching this one and coming up, we've come up and touched this one. So we may see that other push back down again. Now if I take it and look at that order block on the 4 hour, it looks to me like 219.56 would be about the area that it would want to go to hit for the entry. And I mean, we had 218.99, so I mean, pretty much we've hit that order block there and we're getting ready for another push down. So we've come up above the red, close our candles. Now it's time to pull back down below. 4 hour, we did create a order block there at the $2.04 down to that $1.99. So that's where we're looking at. We'll pull back down here. We may touch it and just push back up, or break that and hit what I'm thinking that we're going to hit is this lower order block, hitting the pink line down here, where I called out to the community about a trade for the for what I was planning on for today is where I was looking at going and stuff. We just didn't come down far enough. We did come, excuse me, we did come up high enough to hit this other order block, so we are in on a short on that. So I personally have a short on it. It's not no financial advice, but I do have a short in it. I mean, actually at like 216 with a stop loss at 222. We was actually in the profit, and by the time I got back and looked, we was already back in the negative currently, which is okay. We're not too far in there. I don't think we'll break at 222 as of right now. I think we'll pull them down before we take any of that. So again, the daily pink line $1.89, 4 hour at 258, the 2 hours at 231, 1 hour. Oh, we pretty much came up to the 1 hour pink line, which is actually right inside here at that 219.40. So I mean, 219.40. What did I say that was on the Ford? 219.56. So right here for the candle on that one showing 219.56, and then we got 219.40 as the pink line for the 1 hour. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. When you look at that order block, then you wind up going to time frames, and you find that corresponding pink line every single time. And it's amazing. The pink line for 30 minutes back down below at that $2.12, which means we got to come back down and touch it again. 15-minute time frame down below at $2.14. And the 15-minute says that we are almost exhausted. So the 15 minutes is like the longest trend. So we've been in the upsell, or not the upsell, but the uptrend since the first there. And so here we are. We're on the uptrend, and we're about to break back down below as we have our order block. We have a couple things confirming what we're looking at. 5 minute. 5 minute is been in a sell. It's come back up here and touched again. It's getting ready to push on down as well. So is the 1 minute. 1 minute shows we may push up a little bit more to that actual order block there. But other than that, I mean, we're on a downtrend here coming up. All right, so Bitcoin. We're on 1 minute. Let's go look at the daily here. So here on the daily for Bitcoin. So we come up, we hit this order block we had here on the daily, and we destroyed it. Annihilated it, okay? Yeah, we'll remove that one. So that order block is done, gone, destroyed. There ain't nothing left of it. 93,340 would be our red line for Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to have possibly another top here. Or not top. Double top. Yeah. Because now we had that order block there, but we've come up, we cleared it. We got the new daily candle has come up. We got the lower here. 4 hour says yep. We could see 95,000 as a possibility of the 4 hour, but we still have to finish that downtrend there on that one as the 4 hour as well. 2 hour is almost exhausted. 1 hour is already saying that it is exhausted right here. So we've come up and tapped the pink line stuff here on the 1 hour for Bitcoin as well. 30-minute is already exhausted and it's in that sell position. It was just the upper time frames that needed to get their resets, which is what was going on there. So yeah, everything's exhausted over here. Like I said, 1 hour still shows green because it hasn't triggered red here, but it is in the exhausted area. 2 hour is almost there. We may, like I said, 95,000 is a possibility. The blue line right here for the 94,000, 95 might be where we wind up hitting before this thing hits into exhaustion. And then, of course, the 4 hour then will be able to continue its downtrend to actually hit this lower order block that we actually had called out here. So we're looking at the 80,033, $79,374 area for that first order block. Break that 79,374, you're going to be looking at the 78,317. If we break down below the bottom of that one at 76,800, this would be your next order block. But from what everything looks like, we're going to hit mainly the top one in reverse. Shouldn't go down lower than that, but that's all up to the market makers. Let's go over here and look at Ethereum. So Ethereum on the daily. Let's come up, touch the pink line on the daily. Okay. Wait, do we have? No, we have no order blocks there for Ethereum. Ethereum is basically right now it's just following along with Bitcoin. So we had this order block here that we've come up and we've tapped on it, and it looks like it's wanting to reverse to pull back down. 4 hour stuff is showing the same. Yeah, 4 and 2 hour, 1 hour, they're all showing the same exact look that Bitcoin's showing. Here it is trying to touch the 1 hour pink line. They're all lining up to do pretty much the exact same thing. So I'm thinking this week we're still going to be in a little bit more of a downtrend still. Yeah, the 15-minute on Ethereum is already right there in the exhausted area, so it's getting ready to take and say short here soon. It ain't got much more to go. No. You're going to see that pull all the way down to 3,000. It'll hit that first 1 minute pink line, then move its way to the 5 minute 2800. So I would say look at it to push up just a little bit more, and then when you see it starting to curl over, you can go ahead and hop in a short. Put your stop loss up there above that top height that we just recently had. And the reason why you do that is you do a tight stop loss. You don't want to, say I'll do risk 50%, 75%. No. Um, if we enter here and the high was up here, you're going to do a small. Well, let's just do this here. Let's put some lines out here. Put one here, one here, and time frames. All right, so what we got is, let's say that the entry is at 30.46. So over on my website, 60s Trading, we got the trade calculator. Again, that's a courtesy of Jay, part of our Discord. He is one that made this part, and we added it in here. Amazing guy. So we're looking at a short on that. What did we just say it was? 30.46. I'll say 26 on that. I don't remember exactly. Oh, it's 76, but 30.55.85. And this was 76. So, and then we were saying, even on the 1 minute, you go down to that 3011. So you put $1,000 on it with a 10x leverage, you would be making 116.75, or just losing that 29.83. So you're able to take, and if you use this calculator, you're able to take and say, okay, well, if that's where my stop loss is going to be, and that's what I'm going to lose, well, what if we bump it up, we do 25x? You're able to see exactly what your stop loss is going to be, so you can then say, am I willing to lose that? Because it's better to jump in and set these at the right spots, order blocks, stuff like that, and set your stop loss right there kind of tight, but within the range of it. So that way, if price comes up and it taps you out there, take the tap out. Don't move your stop loss. Because when you move that stop loss, you're going to have a bigger stop loss. And in a lot of cases, it wants to keep pushing. Eventually, you're either going to have to bow out or you're going to get liquidated. It's better to take the small loss, let it come up a little bit more, and then flip and take and get in again. So you took a small loss. Now you're riding it back down again on the new entry. You're going to make that money that you lost and a whole lot more back versus risking losing or liquidating out completely. So sometimes, depending on how far my stop loss is at, I'll go up to a 30x, maybe even more. It just depends on how tight and what I'm going to be losing from my entry is when I'll choose to change it. So I might have some trades that I put at a 5x leverage, some 10, 15, 25, 30. I have done 50x before, but I look at it and I weigh out the deal here. Am I willing to lose that money? Because when you do these trades, again, it's not financial advice, but when you're doing these trades, you don't want to be emotionally connected to it. You need to be able to put that trade in there and say, if it hits that stop loss, it's okay, it's gone. I'm already considering all that money to be gone anyway. So that's just how you have to trade it. But at the same time, you don't want to be foolish and be like, okay, jumping in here with a FOMO on something, setting it, and then you get knocked out and you jump back in again because, oh, he's going to do it now. You have to learn the chart, then you execute on those signals, and then you get the profits on those. Do we always get 100% wins on our trades? No, but um, for the trades that we do, they make up for the losses and a lot more. Sorry about that. Need a little bit of water there. But yeah, if you haven't already, head on over to 60strading.com and check it all out. Join us into the Discord. If you got any kind of questions, stuff, just join on over into the Discord there. I will be able to take and answer all your questions there. I hang out in there most of the time. I answer stuff there. And right now I'm trying to put together a training course and stuff so that I can start doing a kind of a curriculum thing each week to go over the whole thing. And it even comes with a little quiz on it and stuff, so that way somebody can take the quiz at the end and stuff, see if they learned it, what they need to learn, or work on some more. So, trying to make sure everybody can be able to learn this stuff, be able to, read it. You don't have to have somebody else depend on, and they can be able to make the money easily too without me having to call out all the trades. But again, the price for the Discord is only $21.99 a month. It's what, one bad trade that you lose, so it's not bad compared to other communities where they want to charge $400 and $1,000 a month or whatever just for being part of the community and to get their indicators, stuff like that. And a lot of times they won't even pull to the side to teach you nothing. They just give you the stuff and documents to read and videos. And if you want to do a one-on-one with them, then you're going to be paying a bunch of money to try to learn it and stuff that way. Yeah, we're not doing that here. So $21.99 a month. Jump in, ask your questions, and we're going to try to get some classes going on that as well. So appreciate everybody jumping in here. I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you in the next one.